Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing or showcasing of the KJV Majestic Illuminated Bible. This is the brown leather edition from Faithwords. I got this Bible from Amazon for around $40, though I think during the time of filming this, it's actually at around $35 right now. Some of the most notable features of this Bible are the restored woodcut illustrations and the single column layout. This is how mine came, in a plastic cover, minus the Amazon packaging, of course. And this packaging here, this plastic is on here pretty well, so. It comes in two sleeves. One is just a box sleeve that it lists the features on the back, and the other is a protective keepsake slipcase that you can store the Bible in. Here you can see some of the brown leather Bible on the inside. And this is that slipcase that I was talking about. I initially thought that this was going to be cloth, but it's actually just a box with a glossy feel to it. I think the hardcover edition has a cloth cover, though I'm not sure that it actually comes with a sleeve or not. And you can see some of the illustrations already on the packaging here. I'm going to try to show all of it. So each side. And then you have the top. As you can see, the illustrations go around the entire slipcase. Pretty much. Besides the spine right there. Now I'm going to show the box sleeve that lists the features of the Bible. If you want, you can pause the video here and read them for yourself. I will try to showcase them in this video, but if I miss anything, just let me know. The features list 100 Reformation-era illustrations with captions, history about those illustrations, the single-column text, hand-lettered book and chapter initials, maps in colors for reference, topical verse finder, a single ribbon mark, and a 9.25 font. Now we can get a look at the Bible. You can see here that the illustrations on the slipcase, they're on the leather as well, the same illustrations. I thought that was pretty cool. I really like the look of this Bible cover. The illustrations from the box, like I said, are in the leather. There are 3 editions, I think, as of right now. There's the brown leather, there's a green leather version, and then there's the hardcover, which I think is cloth. I really like the way it feels. That spot on my finger is not from the Bible cover. It's from a plastic microphone that decided to injure me. Here you have the spine. Here's the back. Just like with the slipcase, I'm going to try to show all the sides. And again, you can just take your time and look at all the illustrations if you want. And as you can see, this has a single ribbon marker. And it does have the golden gilded edges. Mine actually came with a little scuff right there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's no big deal. Then you have the top. And there you have it, So that covers the cover of the Bible. And now let's look inside. This Bible has a paper liner, as you can see. Then you have the presentation page, if you wanted to gift this to someone or if you just want to keep track of when you got this Bible. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. You can see it says Majestic Illuminated Bible. Then you have the contents page, but right here, as you can see, this Bible was printed in China. Some people like to know that. There's the contents. And this here is a section that just tells you more about the illustrations and stuff like that, if you want to learn more about that. I'll try to go over a little bit of it here so you can just look at it and get to see what it's about. Then you have the Old Testament introduction page. Where it's new, the pages tend to stick together. But as you use it, that shouldn't happen as you use it. It's, like I said, it's just where it's new. Now here you can see some of the illustrations on the chapter, or on the book of Genesis, and the chapter initials. Something that really stands out in this Bible that you'll notice is the colors. And not just for the illustrations, but the section headers as well. You can see that they're green. I thought that was really cool. Right here is the chapter initial. And then you can see that color right there. I wanted to show from the other side as well that the illustrations, while they do show through, it doesn't stop you from reading the text on the page. Here we have Psalms. Again, the book and chapter initials. I really like this. It's just something that looks really unique to me. I like the way this is laid out. This is my first time ever having a single column Bible. Here we're getting into the New Testament, and you can see the single column structure here. The verses flow from one to the next instead of having the separate line structure. Also, the chapter initial here and the illustration for that, the chapter title in green, and then the book title in red. I am going to flip through here in just a moment and show some of the illustrations. But first I wanted to flip over here to John and show that something to note about this Bible is that it does not have red letter. It doesn't advertise that it does, but it's just something I wanted to let you guys know. Something I like to do is always read John 3:16, so that's what I'm going to do. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. That's something I always like to do in a Bible review or unboxing. I think it'd be really cool if they had a red letter option in the future. I know some Bibles have like a blue letter, and when I saw the words for the section colors where they're green, I thought that they might have done something like that. It's not a listed feature or anything. It's just something that went through my mind. The book title is also in red as well. Another illustration. John the Evangelist. On the side over there, you can see that it gives some information about the illustration. And again, like I said, while you can see the illustration from the other side, it doesn't stop you from reading the text. I want to show just a few more illustrations if we can. And I'll probably put some of them up on the screen if we don't get to go to them. Here's another. This one's pretty cool. The conversion of Saul. Like I said, the colors really show. That's something about this that I noticed. I really like that about the Bible, is how colorful the pages can be. And this is the end of Acts. You can see that it has a little illustration there at the end. Book of Romans. And we're in Revelation. Again, you can see it's got an illustration there at the end of the book, and then the beginning of the book. It has the title in red, and then the chapter initial, and so on, just like the other ones. I just really wanted to show, a few of the pages, a few of the sections and illustrations, just so people can see the colors here. Here's another one. I just want people to see how they look on the page, and I just think it's really cool, the colors and how it looks. And like I said, you get more information about it in the right corner over there. You can see below the illustration. Then we have the end of Revelation. And then we're in the index. Then we have a few blank pages before the maps here. And of course we have the maps. I really like the maps in this Bible. I'll show you in a second. One of the things that I really like about the layout. Let me know what you guys think about the maps here. I know some people are very interested in what the maps look like. But I think this layout is pretty cool. It's got some notes on there as well, so you can look over that. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. It has the larger maps are in a vertical structure instead of horizontally across both pages. And it avoids having that split in the middle. So it goes straight up and down instead of across the two pages. I thought that was pretty cool. Some people might not like that. I think it's a really good way of doing it to avoid that crossing the crease there. Again, another one that goes straight up and down. And then you have the back. So overall, I really like this Bible. This is my first Bible that is a single column. And I do like the colors on the page. I know I keep mentioning that, but that's, this Bible has illustrations, and they did really good at the colors with the chapter heading and so on. And the illustrations on the leather is really nice. And again, as we've seen, this Bible does not have red letter. But for me, that's not a big deal. Either is fine. Though I think it would be cool if later on they did a red letter edition in the future. That would be nice. Mine did have this little scratch on the page edge, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. But anyway, let me know what you guys think and if I missed anything that you'd like to know about, and I will try to go over it and answer it the best I can. There are a lot more illustrations in this Bible. Some even cover whole pages I just didn't get to. Maybe I'll try to showcase them right here on the screen. Here's the features again, so you can look at and go over if I missed something, or if you're just looking for a certain feature that you want to know about. Like I said, there's definitely a lot to look at. Something I would like to add here about the woodcut illustrations, they are from a while ago, and some people might not find them suitable for certain age groups. I just wanted to include that. But again, let me know your thoughts, and I hope this video has helped you if you were looking into purchasing this Bible. I do have a few more unboxings coming up in the future, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Never forget, God loves you. God bless you. To God be the glory. Amen.